Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome to another episode of the Cigar Avengers Podcast. I'm your host, Cigar Head Fred, and I'm chilling with my boy, Big Guilty, Mr. N.O., Mr.
In the building.
AKA the king of the freaky frogs himself, Mr. N.O.matic. What's up?
How come I can't be a good Christian man? Huh?
Because you a freaky ass frog.
How come I can't be a God-fearing man?
Okay, I'm sorry.
A
God-fearing freaky ass frog. Boom. There we go, N.O. There we go. No, what's up, y'all? Welcome to another episode of Cigar Avengers Podcast, where real talk meets real smoke. Listen, we're super excited to bring in our guest today. Listen, he's known all of, especially especially growing up playing football. You know, when your coach is in that locker room and he plays this speech by this man, he already know you about to play some goddamn football. You understand me?
You got the clip of it, Fred?
Huh?
You got the clip of it or not?
Bro, I had the clip, but it was choppy. It was delayed. Right. I couldn't bring it. I would have played the clip. Listen, if you follow us on Instagram, you see the clip.
Yeah.
Right. See the clip. Goddamn. But listen, we have the iconic legend himself, Mr. Lee Jackson, joining us here today. Let us bring him up and listen, y'all. This is big time. We appreciate him for hopping on. Let's welcome Mr. Lee Jackson, aka Preacher Man.
Yeah, that is. You want me to? Now, do people still call you Preacher Man to this day?
Man, you know what? Not so much, but here in Texas, yeah, I get it a lot.
You're a preacher man.
But man. I downplay it, man. I don't ever say anything about it. If somebody recognizes me, I'll say something, but I don't ever put it out there.
It was, I would say, number 2 all time. No, number 3 all time in football movies.
What's your 1 and 2?
Any Given Sunday.
Okay.
The Program.
Yeah.
And then Friday Night Lights.
I can agree with you on that. I'm gonna say Friday Night Lights number 1, but I can agree with you. I see where you're coming from.
Now for me, Friday Night Lights number 1. Now Any Given Sunday, I watched it, but I was a little whippersnapper at the time.
What? Steaming Willie Beeman?
Hey, listen now that didn't stop me from wearing the Willie Beeman shirts,
man. Like, cause you know what? Like, it gave you a little bit of behind the scenes as far as like the team trying to move, and the team was trying to move, and the team was trying to like get rid of LT.
Yeah.
And LT said he basically basically went and sacrificed himself to make that $1.5 million for his contract extension.
Yeah.
I think they all three had different things that made it iconic, man. Like they told about the pros, the program told about college, and of course Friday Night Lights told you about high school football, and all true.
Texas high school football.
Right.
Now, only thing I'm gonna tell you, I didn't know
it was that real down there for you guys. I didn't know Fridays was like God down there.
Man,
we play Saturday mornings up here. That if you have a night game Saturday night. Oh man, or a Friday night game. Oh, it's on. I didn't know it was every Friday. It was like the whole city shut down. I didn't know it was that in Texas.
Oh man, listen, on Fridays, man, it's people that they change, like they change their work schedules to make sure that they make those games on Friday nights.
And it's generations, man. It's like It's like nope. Like the whole city, they don't leave. People stay in that one town.
Oh, for sure.
They stay in that one town. Because like that's their city. My grandpappy went to that high school. My son's going to that high school.
That's real.
The exact position I played.
That is real.
For sure. And listen, man, we appreciate everybody that for hopping in with us and joining us on the show. If you are smoking a cigar tonight, let us know what you're smoking. I'm smoking a Octopussy from Philippe Gregorio Cigars. Shout out to Mr. Phillip.
So I want to give a shout out to Skinny Money.
Okay.
Let's do with this Camacho.
Oh, you got wait, bro. Wait, talking about is that's an old Camacho? Is that an old Dojo. Camacho? Yeah, that's the Dojo Camacho. Yeah, all right.
Skinny blessed with this right here.
That's a
Lee's like, yo, I'm just smoking. I'm smoking air right now.
Real.
Hey man, it's just smoking life. But all right, man. Listen, first question I want to ask you is, so I've known your story for a little bit. You played for the University of Texas.
Yes, sir.
And defensive back, correct?
Yes, sir. Free safety, strong safety.
Strong safety. Yeah. And so a lot of people didn't know that you actually were blessed with the opportunity to be a part of the 1% and get drafted.
Yes, sir. Well, I went as a free agent, but same thing.
Well, yeah, free agent. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I want to know, what was that journey like? That journey of coming in as a free agent, getting blessed with the opportunity to be a part of an NFL team, because it was the Tennessee Titans, right?
Yep, it was Steve McNair and Eddie George's last year with the Titans, man. It really, everything was unexpectedly, and I'm pretty sure we'll get into some of my life story. But honestly, man, I never expected to make it to the league. I never expected to go to college, honestly. And then when I got the opportunity to go to Tennessee, it wasn't what I thought it was gonna be. Like, going through college, you going to war, going to 2 days with guys, and y'all like family. Well, when I got to the league, man, it was just like a job. It wasn't a lot of camaraderie, but for me, Steve McNair and Eddie George and Javon Curse, they were good dudes, man. So they still kind of had a kind of out of football relationship. Yeah. So they kind of held the team together. That's what I liked about being at Tennessee. Like them dudes was cool.
Yeah.
But if you hear stories from other players, man, other teammates that I was with, it's like, nah, man, it was like a 9 to 5. You come in, you go home, nobody chill with each other, and it was just that. But man, so short story, when I first got there, the rookies was just there, and then when the vets came in, Randall Godfrey was still there, and we was in the meeting room because I played outside linebacker when I got to Tennessee. We was in the meeting room, and they called that dude out the meeting room, man, and he was like, they called him outside the meeting room because they wanted him to restructure his contract. Well, at the time, money wasn't guaranteed, your contract wasn't guaranteed,
right?
So they reconstructed his contract, gave him less, and then cut that man like 2 days later.
Wow.
And that moment alone, I was like, okay, this is a business. It's not what you see on TV, man. It's not so much of a team-oriented thing like college is. But was blessed to do it. I'm glad I had the experience, but that experience wasn't what I thought it was gonna be.
Man, I bet it wasn't. Go ahead,
I'm sorry. Now I was gonna ask, was Keith Bullock on that team already?
Or? Yeah, Keith Bullock was there, man.
Bull was a big man at linebacker.
At beside Derek Johnson, Keith Bullock, most athletic linebacker I've seen and played with.
Really?
Yes. Like cold, fast, athletic, man, and can do everything. Whatever he needed or wanted to do, he could do.
You know he's from up here. You know you're a New York boy.
I know. Yes, I do.
You know he's a New York boy.
Somebody asked. Oh, what's up, RJL in the building? So he asked, does Lee smoke cigars? No, he does not smoke cigars. He's not a smoker or a drinker, which that's perfectly fine. That's perfectly fine. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, but I have a lot of friends and family that do.
Hey. Now his go-tos are air, water,
the gym.
Yeah, lemon
those. So those are the cigars. The air cigar. This right there, that cigar, that right there, the air cigar. But so all right. So we had we had Andre Smith on the show with us, and he
Mm-hmm.
told us about when he got drafted. Because he first went to the Carolina Panthers, and so when he got drafted, he told us about that he had to stand in the room. They call it what they call it the meat show. They call it the meat show. So when he
that's it for the draft
right, for the draft.
Yeah.
Now I gotta ask. I know you came in as a free agent. So did they have the owner, like, because the way he explained it was this: you're in front of all the owners of the entire NFL, and you stand in nothing but your boxers, and they're basically looking.
Pause, friend. Yeah, pause, friend. Pause. I said it.
Hey, it's not my
story. Pause. Major pause.
You can't pause me for that, bro. That's what he said.
No, but you gotta understand, like, now I would say this about the NFL draft. The one thing I don't like about the NFL draft, and I don't know why I came to this conclusion, but I don't want to see a kid run a 4.3 because everybody runs a 4.4 between a 4.6 and a 4.3 now. I want to see you running pads. I want to see if that speed is going to translate when you got them pads.
They don't really wear pads like that no more. Have you seen them little itty bitty ass pads they wear now?
No, come on, but now. I'm just saying, like, I want to see you run that same 4.4 with some shoulder pads on and a helmet.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Does it translate?
It doesn't translate.
Yeah.
You know, because
I just wanted to ask.
Game day speed is totally different. Because it'd be some guys, you'd be like, man, he ran a 4.7. Man, he go in that field, getting that open field, he running 4.2. You like, hold up, like, nah, like in the combine, he wasn't running like that in the combine.
I think it also depends on what you playing though. If you're on offense, you run a 4.3, 4.4, I think it benefits you. But if you're on defense and you run a 4.3, 4.4, the next question is, can you tackle? Can you cover?
Yeah.
Like anybody receiver, can you catch or can you hold on to the ball? But man, like I told you, it's a business, man. It's 4.2 gonna put people in the stands.
Yeah,
that's true.
You got guys like John Ross. He ran a 4.2, but he was a bust.
Yep,
that's facts. That's facts. Now I'm sorry. I gotta highlight this comment. Now listen.
I like
no. We're gonna ask our guests. No, we're gonna ask our guests. Okay, we're gonna ask our guests, and then we're gonna continue with the question that we want to ask her for the show. Now last week, Lee, we talked about, Paul Pierce. It was a video about Paul Pierce that came out. Paul Pierce said that he was better than Michael Jordan, Allen Iverson, Tracy McGrady, Kevin Durant, LeBron James, and Stephen Curry. So
the only person he said he wasn't better than was Vince.
Yeah, that's the only person he said he wasn't better than. But here's the crazy part with Eno, because what that comment said, Eno made the comment that he compared him to a cigar called the Fat Bottom Betty.
Listen,
so
the cigar it sells well.
Flag on the plate.
I'm just saying it sells well.
Pause. You cannot justify.
Like, listen, the cigar is set. That cigar sells out everywhere, but it's if you're a real leaf smoker, you think it's overhyped.
Pause.
You know,
I'm just now, Lee. If somebody were to say that somebody was a fat bottom Betty, another man saying another grown ass man, you would give them the side eye too.
I'm gonna say this. I thought he was, because Paul Pierce got fat. I thought he was kind of calling fat. But
listen, I would say this: at the end of his career, especially in Boston, he was skinny fat.
Yeah, he was.
He was skinny fat.
He definitely wasn't hitting no weights. I know that
at all. You know, like I think Paul Pierce. My only problem with Paul Pierce is I think that he could have been better than he was. Only because I think that he didn't take his physical conditioning as as intense as everybody else.
Nor Big Baby.
Oh, Big Big Baby was garbage.
No, I think he was good, man. But when I think about that team, I thought Antoine Walker was the dude on the team.
Yo,
Like,
yeah.
That's real.
So that's why I cannot put him. I wouldn't put him up there with them other guys he named anyway. But to me, Antoine Walker was the go-to dude on that team. Yeah, Paul Pierce got his in, but if Antoine Walker wasn't scoring, they weren't winning much or doing much.
Right. All right. So we gonna get back to the regular sports talk in just a minute, but I wanna. So Darshawn highlighted a question that we wanted to ask you. How did you come about playing in the movie Friday Night Lights?
Man, long story short, I had just got released from the Titans, and it was like I was back. Came back to Austin. It was like a week. I had been back like a week, and I hadn't got my degree yet. So I enrolled back into the University of Texas. And around about that time, some of my old teammates were still in Austin. It's like, man, they got a casting call to do football stunts for this movie. We should go downtown to the Omni and go try out. So we went down to the Omni, and we were standing in line with our portfolios and bios we had to fill out. And the stunt coordinator just came and pulled me out the line. He was like, man, you got a nice look about you. I think you should go audition for one of the parts in the movie. I was like, cool. I was like, I didn't know what I was about to, do. And Barkthorne never acted before in my life. So 2 days later, I went down to the casting agency, and they had me audition for a Booby Miles part. And,
wow.
Yeah. And after I did the audition for that, it's like, we kind of like you, may call you back. So a week or two went by. I didn't hear nothing back from them. And then like that third week, they called me, was like, we want you to come in and read for another part. So I went back in and I read for the Chavez part, which is the Mexican safety. I don't know why.
Yeah.
And so after that, it was like, yeah, we still, don't know. We might call you back again. So they called me back a week later, and it was like, we want you to audition again for another part, but we want you to do it in front of the director. I was like, cool. So they sent me to the Omni downtown, and Peter Berg was in his office. They had set up an Omni, man, and he was like, listen, this is the situation. This is what I want you to do. Go. Just like that. And I just went for it, man. I had nothing to lose at the time, and right after I got through doing audition, he's like, cool, you got the part. I was like, what part? He's like, Preacher Man, Ivy Christian. They didn't tell you. I was like, no, they just told me to come down and read for a part. And so I got to the set like 2 or 3 weeks later, and they put me in a trailer, and my trailer was right across from Billy Bob. I was like, man, I done stumbled on to something. And then I hear a knock at the door, and the lady came to the like, yeah, I'm your assistant, so whatever you need, whatever you want, just let me know. I was like whatever. She's like, yeah. I was like, can I get some breakfast and a Coke, because it was kind of cold. And she's like, yeah. And 10, 15 minutes later, man, I got breakfast and a coat in my trailer, and it was like, the rest is history.
Wow, man! Wow. So I wanted to ask you, what was it like? Did you get a chance to chop it up with the real Booby Miles?
I did, man. He had just got out of prison when we started filming in Odessa. The first time, I think it was. And real humble dude, man. And I don't know, because it was him just getting out of prison or whatever, but real humble dude. He was like happy that we was doing a movie about Odessa, and his part, him was highlighted in the movie. And I don't know if y'all remember the part where Derek Luke or Booby from the movie hurt his knee.
Yeah.
They panned to him. He was the real Booby Miles on the sideline, but before they panned to him, he started crying when he saw that part, man. Like, he was on the sideline just like bawling, because it really did hurt his knee. I don't know if it was exactly like that, but it just brought him to tears, man. But he was a real cool dude, real humble dude, and they got money for the movie, so the movie at the time kind of helped him out, because he, like I said, he just got out of prison, and I don't know what his situation was, but he was just happy to be there. Real humble guy, man.
So to follow with that, how was Billy Bob Thornton?
The nicest, coolest dude I've met. Because you know at the time you saw the Angelina Jolie, the blood vials and stuff like that. But he was a real dude, man, from Arkansas. He chopped it up with me more than anything. Like I didn't bother nobody because I was the guy on the set that I wasn't no actor or nothing. But the way he like made sure I was okay, man, and was just checking on me like the coolest dude ever, man, like ever.
Now, you know in the backstory of that game because you know it's North Texas versus South Texas, and I'm pretty sure you've been through that rivalry. You know, playing in Texas, you know, and playing in those big games.
That year I actually saw some of those games. My oldest brother played for the Marshall team that's in the movie also.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I was at Marshall played Odessa at the beginning of the year, and I think they beat them barely. They beat Odessa, but that whole year, man, all I heard was about Odessa, Marshall, and Dallas Carter, because my brother played on the team with Odell Beckham Sr. He was the running back for Marshall. So I got they talking about Boobie Miles. I knew Odell Beckham Sr., man, was cold. Yeah. Like I didn't really know Boobie like that. But when I go back and watch my brother's film, sure enough, you see Boobie toting that rock, man, and Chris Coleman, all those guys. But like the Texas, man, back then, I think it's still the same now. But back then, I think it's a little bit more serious than what it is now. I'm not saying it's not, but back then it was just different.
So, you know, I'm not trying to change topics, anything like that, but we're gonna stay. It's gonna lead right back to what you're saying with the changes. So the Italian team didn't make the World Cup for the third year. So that's 12 years. You think of a country like Italy not making the World Cup. Mm-hmm. They were doing investigating. They were saying that these kids before the game, they got headphones on, nobody's talking, they're not a team. I think that's the biggest difference from back when we were playing to now. Like that bus ride is one of the biggest times for camaraderie.
Yep. But everything's like a business now. Like I said, when I was at Tennessee, man, is in the NFL, it's they about their money. And right now you got kids able to make millions coming out of high school, some in high school making millions. So why would I be trying to do some camaraderie? I'm trying to get this bag. Yeah. You know, it ain't about the game. It's about the bag.
But you know what? I think the problem is, and you know, you might not agree, but I feel like 7-on-7, you know, like all these specialty coaches, they really killed the game of football. You know, because before it like when we went to school, our quarterback didn't have no specialty coach. He would sit there with the offensive coordinator after practice, before practice, you know, just working his throws. Now it's you know, and don't get me wrong, mechanics are huge. Like, but if you look at a guy like Patrick Mahomes, his mechanics are terrible.
Well, got that heart.
Yeah. You know, he got that heart. But like Mahomes, like I always say, you ain't gonna never see Mahomes drop back and hit his back foot and let that ball go. With him, everything's on the move.
I think with him though, he's a special talent, man. Like somebody like that, now I'm gonna go back to Boobie Miles. Boobie Miles says it's God given, and it was, but at the same time, it's like a lot of kids today, man, like high school that I coached. It ain't really the mechanics part of it. Ain't really the 7-on-7 down thing. It's the heart part of it. I got kids that got talent, but they ain't got heart. Like I can't. Ain't much I can do with that. If I got a team, exactly. If I got a team for the players that don't have, you know, that heart, then we're gonna have trouble winning games. Because at some point in the game, somebody's gonna have to dig in and make a play.
Let me tell you this. It's very easy to quit, and it's about sacrifice. What are you going to sacrifice? Are you going to sacrifice your body to make this play? And also too, when you play football, you got to have something missing. Something don't got to be there. Like you know, like I grew up wrestling, you know, so like with wrestling, you know, like wrestlers, like we ain't all there because we'll go and lose 8 pounds in one night.
You know? Make weight.
We'll go and lose 8 pounds in one. Like why you still running? because the guy in the next town over in front.
Yeah.
Why you still drilling? Because the guy in the next 2 states, he's drilling. You know.
So I mean that brings me to my, and I mean we won't get into this a little bit later, but I want to go, since we on that spectrum about, you know, when it comes to, you know, especially when it comes to the coaching standpoint of it.
Yeah.
I want to ask, you know, because Lee, you are a coach now.
Yeah.
Been coaching for 8 years. I want to ask you. So there was a comment made by the new coach. What's his name? Hugh. His name Hugh. Memphis. He at Memphis now. The new Memphis head coach.
Yeah.
So he made the comment. Hold on. Let me see if I can play the video. I mean, play.
For what? The Hugh Freeze from that coach at the University of Memphis.
Yeah. So
hey, listen, homeboy from Miami, Cristobal said listen. Before you sign to Miami, you're gonna come to a practice and see how we do. If
no,
you
my
ain't
bad. Charles Huff.
Oh,
it's Charles Huff.
Yeah.
And he
said,
so I'm gonna tell you, this is the comment that he made. I'm gonna play it real quick. So I would have been able to play it on here, but it's too choppy. I looked at it last night and it was too choppy. So I'm gonna try to play it from here. So hopefully you guys can hear it.
When the Navy SEALs get ready to go do a mission, they not listening to little baby. When they training to go to war, which we're training to go to war, they ain't listening to NBA YoungBoy. So Coach Saban trained us like that. We should be focused on what it takes to execute the next play, not who's on the ox, who's pressing play. I've never seen the military get ready to go on a crucial war mission with NBA YoungBoy playing their heads or in the background. I tell the guys all the time, if I got to play music to get you to play the game you love at a high level, we've got the wrong guys. To me, this is a business, and we got a job to do at a really high level. Where these guys are trying to go individually, you ain't got a lot of time to be out there dancing and all that stuff. In my opinion, no disrespect to the teams that do that. That's their prerogative. But you know, we're on a mission, and when we hit the field. It's business. We only get 15 opportunities. And if a guy's got time to dance and sing a song and all that stuff, then we ain't moving at a good enough tempo in practice. So we're focused on what do I need to do to execute the next play. When the ball snaps in the game and it's 50,000 people yelling, NBA YoungBoy ain't playing. We need to try to replicate.
And he's like, and there's more to it. But I mean, I guess in a way, because I mean he said something about the Marines, but I know what's the famous Marine who was head of the Black Ops went on their way to get rid of Osama bin Laden.
What was it? Is it Chris Lee or something like that? Or
I think it was something like that. But yeah. I mean he was listening to Jay-Z on his way to. So I'm just saying. I wouldn't have used that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was listening to Jay-Z, you know. But I get where you're coming from. But I want to ask you, Lee, as a coach, how do you feel about that comment from him?
It's two things. If I'm riding to the game as a player, I think if you got your headphones on, because everybody get ready in their own different way, I think that's okay. But to have it blurring out, so some people might not want to do that. Some people might not want to hear that. I think that's wrong. Now at practice, it does make it difficult when music's going. As far as a coach, you gotta speak louder, you gotta talk louder, you gotta coach louder. But at the same time, man, these kids in this generation, they do want to dance, they do want to rap the lyrics to the song. But you get into scale and you're missing assignments because you weren't listening. Then that affects everything. Mm-hmm. But like you said, to each his own. But for me as a coach, man, I think at certain parts of practice, like a break, water break, I think you should play it. But while we're going over plays and the scheme of what we got to do for the game, I don't think it should be playing.
I feel it. I understand it. So and shout out to the Coach JB show, because I was listening to them talk about it, and his name is Smitty, Darnell Smith. And Smitty said, he was like, well, I mean, some coaches use it, I don't see nothing wrong with it because some coaches use it for these boys to, to learn how to deal with distractions. Which I mean, in a way, it's like I understand that, but then also in the same sense, if you if you want to have them deal with distractions, have a crowd yelling or something. You know what I'm saying?
That's what Mac Brown did when I was at Texas. We had the crowd roaring, going in the speakers, but that changed when Vince Young came because Vince Young liked music and they won a national championship. So it's like, well,
like, so were you on that Vince Young team that beat
Nah, Vince was a freshman my senior year, my 5th year, because I redshirted. He was a freshman. Kind of think who else was with him. Selvin, all them guys, they was freshmen when I was seniors.
Because I'm trying to think, because it was Vince, then I know Major Applewhite was there.
Major was yep. So I was there when the Major Applewhite, Chris Sims.
Chris Sims.
Yeah, the debacle went down, man.
Like, let me tell you something. Like, to me, like, I thought Chris Sims was okay, but I thought Chris got it because of his name. And
let me say this,
Jersey boy.
Chris, he had a great arm, man. Real athletic, real tall. I just don't think he didn't develop until he got to the league and he got with John Gruden. That when I thought he was a better NFL. He was better in NFL than he was at college, but college he kind of had to learn on the run. Like we just pushed him out there, so he didn't have time to learn the game and know the ins and outs.
Because and the problem too is your daddy is a Super Bowl winning quarterback,
right?
Like you should like we shouldn't have to put the training wheels on you.
You shouldn't, but man, it's again, unless you're a special player coming in and playing quarterback at the University of Texas or something big like that, like it's far few and beyond that can just come in and do that without getting coached up yet.
Oh, so was Roy Williams there when you was there?
Yep, he was a freshman too.
Roy,
it was Roy came in, BJ Johnson, Sloan Thomas. They had the Fab Four, man. They changed the program. Cedric Benson.
Cedric Benson was nice.
He was. Ricky Williams was a senior my freshman year.
Wow,
that's hands down the most talented person I've ever seen play the game of football, man. Ever.
Really? Wow. You know what? Ricky was different, man.
Man, like different. And I got to see him in practice and understood. Like every carry he took that thing to the end zone. I was like, yeah, you different.
Yeah. That's facts.
We in practice.
You know what? I think the thing with Ricky was like once he realized it was a business and it wasn't for the love no more. I think Ricky lost that love until he went to Baltimore. Because he had a resurgence in Baltimore at the end of his career.
Mm-hmm.
But like I think Ricky lost that love in New Orleans.
Yeah. Now, oh my bad. Go ahead.
No. I was just saying. I think Ricky lost that love. Like and like and I love Roy Williams with the Cowboys.
Which we are Cowboys fans, baby.
Yeah. Listen, man, he would score that touchdown.
Oh, yeah.
Are you a Cowboy?
No.
Oh, he said it with his chest.
Let me say this. I used to be, but when Jerry Jones fired Jimmy Johnson, I was done.
Yeah. I know what, I feel you.
I was done, man.
You know what? Man. Now you got to watch the documentary. Jerry and his Cowboys.
I've been hearing that.
Man, it explains everything. It explains everything. That documentary was off the chain.
Yeah, that documentary was crazy. It was crazy.
Yeah. Man, I need to check it out.
Yeah, you definitely do. You definitely do. So, all right. So I want to. No, I want to. I want to go back to the movie from Friday Night Lights. So you got a chance to. So I know you got a chance to chop it up with Derek Luke, and you know what I'm saying you got a chance to. But I really want to ask you: Did you really get a chance to talk to? Of course, we all know him as the famous Jet Jackson, but Mr. Lee Young, and Lord rest his soul.
Oh, for real.
How was it, getting a chance to play in the movie with him, man? How was he in person?
Jet Jackson was the famous Jet Jackson was a show I watched. So he was kind of one of the person I was in awe of. I kind of knew Derek Luke from Biker Boys, and of course I knew Billy Bob and Tim McGraw, but Lee was kind of quiet, man, to himself, but was a professional. When it was time for him to do his line, do his stuff, man, he was always ready and on go. Real humble dude. Some of the cats on set, man, that was actors. I ain't gonna say no names, but they were some prima donnas. They wouldn't talk to you. They wouldn't mess with you because they just, I guess, was big on themselves. But Lee Thompson, y'all, man, Billy Bob, Tim McGraw, Lucas Black, the quarterback.
Because Tim McGraw played the dad.
Yeah, cool, real cool, man.
That scene right there, when he gave his son that ring, it's because it's you don't realize it until you have a son of your own, and you watch that passing of the torch.
Yep.
Because his dad was on him all the time. Run harder, run through here. You need more yards. He goes, "You see my ring? You see my ring?"
He knew what it take.
Yeah. And man, and the end of that movie when he got stopped at the half yard line.
Half yard line. But I mean, you know what though? Looking at the true story behind the game, it's not how it went. From what I'm, and a lot of people don't know that, but I also have to say the only bone I have to pick with the movie is this: how they made Carter look when they came out, because it was a lot of backlash on it, because especially a lot of people, and I didn't go to Carter, but I know people that went to Carter, and also I know some guys that were on that team, and they were like, man, they made us look, like we was like bloods, like we was, they made us look really bad. And it was a lot of backlash about it, and like they were like, man, that's what they, is that what they think about Dallas ISD schools? Which in a way, that's a whole nother conversation for within itself. And I can go into that being a teacher for Dallas ISD, so I can, I can kind of go into that. But
what actually happened in that game? Did Carter blow him out?
No, it was actually it was
close.
It was a close game. It was a close game, but. If I'm not, I don't, so I have, because it was a whole documentary about it. It was like, as a matter of fact, in the movie, I think it was We Are Carter. In that movie, they talked in that documentary, they talked about that game. And if I'm not mistaken, it was even in a different year when they played them. And actually, it wasn't a championship game when they played them. It wasn't an actual championship game, but it was a racial controversy. It was a lot of that going on, but it was just like, it was some things that they didn't play them in the championship game. That wasn't a real championship game. But even though Carter did win that game, but they did win that game and go on to the championship game. They didn't play Permian in the championship game. But it just talking to the people in the community, when they were talking about how, like, a lot of people, like, they were really, really upset about the movie, how they made Carter look as a whole, because people did not want their kids to go to Carter at all because of how they made them look in that movie. Like, they made them boys look like, man, they didn't have no bandanas on, bro. Like, they put the bandanas around their face and all that. That ain't how it was, man. They didn't. This the 80s, bro. Like, it's like it was the 80s, bro. They wouldn't. Now, Jerry curls, they did, but I ain't seen nobody move. Now, I did remember seeing the dude that looked like he was a whole convict, bro. Like, he just got out and he had a perm, and I was like,
he was just an extra. My dude was just an extra.
Now, now, speaking of the movie, now your speech, because your speech is up there.
Yeah.
Your speech is up there with the Al Pacino speech.
Bro,
I appreciate that, man.
Listen.
Top one of the top speeches of all time.
Yeah. Man, that right there is up there with the we claw for that inch. You know, like that. They hit hard, we hit hard. Man, listen. When that movie came out, I was in high school when that came out. So we was imitating that, you know, at halftime. You know, like, man, they hit hard, we hit hard.
Yeah, I freestyle that thing, man. The whole
really,
yeah. We did it in 2 takes. The first take I did, he wanted me to do it like cussing, so it was a bunch of cussing in it, and then we took a little break and came back. It's like, you know, this time I want you to do it clean, and the clean version is what got to the movie. But man, I've been in a lot of locker rooms, man, and seen the players that really did that. I never did that in college. But and I had my teammate and my first head coach I worked for in Waco, Kwame Cavill. That's where I pulled most of it from, and the end of it, I said, "Let's go right now." That was his favorite saying, so that's where I pulled it from. But yeah, we did it in 2 takes, man, and I got a lot of respect from the actors, the dudes that was like acting booze. I got a lot of respect from them dudes after their first take. And they was coming to me like, man, what acting school you went to? I was like, I ain't never acted for in my life, man. I was like, I just pulled from what I know. And they was like, dang, really? And
but you can tell, man. You can tell. Yeah, like you can tell. I know what it takes. The heart. Yeah, you can tell the heart that was in the speech, man. That's why it's still something that's played in locker rooms to this day. Because you know what I'm saying? Because which I feel it's not played enough anymore in locker rooms. Mm-hmm. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, man, we like during playoff time, I never forget during playoff times, we play. As a matter of fact, we were actually I'll never forget it. 2009. That's back when we were on our way. We were actually going to Odessa. We didn't. What team did we play though? We didn't play Permian. We played another team in Odessa. And of course he played that movie for us, and like he skipped the entire movie. Got that speech. Skip the rest. He said, "Listen, I love the movie, but damn the rest of the movie right now. Okay, we get into this part. This is what I want y'all to hear, because this speech, you have to have that heart, that integrity, that mindset. You gotta have that in order to be successful on the football field." Yep. And I'm like, man, I'm just listening, like, man. All right, let's go. We ready? Let's go. You know what I'm saying? Like
the only other speech that give me goosebumps like that is when Jimmy's in the locker room, and Jimmy and he go, "How about them Cowboys?" Hey, I be one to war with that. You know, how about them Cowboys, man?
Oh man. But yeah, man, listen, that and just is crazy, because I never in a million years did I think I would be sitting on here talking to you, man. And so it's just like, really, like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So this is an honor, like, just to sit up here and chop it up with you about this, you know what I'm saying? Just how your journey came to be. And I want to kind of dive a little bit deeper as far as your football journey. Where did it all get started with your football journey?
Man, well, I'm from Longview, Texas, and I mean, just like most places in Texas, man, football is key.
It's life.
It is, and for me, man, football was a way out of, I ain't gonna say escape, but a way of not being at home, not going through what I was going through at home, and I didn't take it seriously to the point where I was like, oh, I'm going to college, or I'm going to the NFL. I just like, man, I like playing football, and it was a way for me to escape what I was going through at home with, you know, my mom being on drugs my whole life, being raised by my grandmother, dad, you know, in the picture, but not really in the picture because he had this stuff going on. So for me, it was an escape, and it wasn't until my sophomore year in high school when I got my first recruiting letter from the University of Arkansas for playing running back. I got my first letter for running back. It wasn't even for playing free safety. And once I got that letter, man, it gave me a little ray of hope. And then the following year, going into spring ball, I hurt my knee. So I I couldn't play running back no more. So they moved me to safety. And that's how I got put at free safety. And my junior year, man, had a great junior year postseason. And when I got to the playoffs, man, something just clicked. And my first playoff game, I had like 16 tackles. And it was against the number one running back in the state at the time, Hodges Mitchell. And after that game, man, my stock just went up, and I started getting all this attention. And from that point on, man, it just spiraled up for me. And I honestly don't know. Like I said, I never knew how or thought I was going to be at the University of Texas or be with the Tennessee Titans. I was just a kid trying to escape, a home life that was not good.
Right.
So
now I got one question now. Growing up in Texas, now is Texas like the number one? Like if you're from Texas, that's where you want to go. Like UT is this okay.
As far as college,
yeah.
This is what I'm gonna say. If you're from Texas and you plan on coming back to Texas, I think you should go to the University of Texas. Granted, Texas A&M has, their alumni and their big alumni, but Texas is different, man.
Yeah.
Like the alumni stretch out to all across the route. I can't remember a place I haven't been where I couldn't call. First of all, I'm call Coach Brown. Do you know somebody in this city that can help me with blah blah? 10, 15 minutes later, I'm getting a call from a guy I never met before, don't care. But because I'm alumni and went to the University to play football, I'm getting help with whatever I need.
Right, yeah.
For me, I wouldn't recommend a kid having a chance to go from Texas or Alabama and plan on coming back to Texas. Like, Texas sets you up like to be, I don't want to say a legend, but it helps you in life if you go to Texas and come back and stay in Texas, man. But
because to me, because Texas got maybe 10 teams that are big D1 programs.
Including my alma mater, baby, the Texas Southern University. Boy, you better.
How many games y'all win this year, Fred? How many games y'all win
on my HBCU? Hey,
how many games
that don't matter? That don't matter.
It is 10. It's about 10 major college and tech, but none of them ring loud like University of Texas, man.
Yeah.
They don't. I'm not being cocky.
No, you're right. You're right.
And Sarkisian got them boys. Originally I didn't like the move to the SEC at first.
We were gonna ask you about that too, man. Getting into it, but I guess now we can kind of get into it for sure about that. How do you like?
At first, I didn't like it because of the rivalry between you and A&M.
Well, we had lost. We lost that rivalry, and I think Texas was mad that we lost that rivalry. For whatever reason they left, but that was a big thing in Texas. People don't understand, man.
It's the game.
It's the game. Oklahoma and that game is the game. But I'm gonna say this: couple coaches, but if Sarkisian went there before we moved to the SEC, I would be like, nah, not really. But we should go. But I always wanted to go to the SEC because that's all we ever heard talked about when I was in school. Like, SEC is this, SEC is that. Like, man, we can play, and we proven that we can play. Yeah. So I'm glad we went. One, we got that rivalry back, but two, I need the world to see that, man. The University of Texas ain't no push-overs. We ain't no prima donnas.
So now I got a question for you.
Remember when you finish, we're gonna get to the RJL's question.
No problem. How do you feel about the fact that you guys got punished for playing Ohio State that first game? Because that right there, to me, is going to scare teams from playing those big week 0 games.
It might, but University of Texas held to another standard, man. And it's been like that since I played, before I was played. If we lose a game like that, they're going to drop us down. But let us win 2 bigger games, they don't bring us back up. But let Alabama do that. Let Alabama somebody do that. Then they don't drop as far and they don't keep them down as far. So I think it's a little disservice for us to get put down like that, because we got the galls to go and play Ohio State, LSU, in Ohio State.
In Ohio State.
And like for a team to do that early on and not really being battle tested and go right into that, man. And they played a good game. We just lost.
Right.
And and the thing about that too is like don't get me wrong, like I'm a Miami fan, so I was happy. So when we got in, I was going crazy. Yeah. I could because they had Notre Dame going in, and I'm like, we won the head-to-head. So the fact that, and a lot of teams are saying that they taking them those week 0 games off the schedule. All those 1 versus 5, 1 versus 5. No, I'm not saying Miami. I'm just saying teams in general because that consequence.
No, I just wanted to throw that out there.
Listen, don't be a hater.
Miami, man.
Hey, I was committed to them.
Auburn hat on. Look, Lee. He already being disrespectful. You can't do that with an Auburn hat on, motherfucker. You can't.
I will throw this hat somewhere, man. I love Frank, man, but listen, I'm Miami. It's crazy because my two teams are Miami and Syracuse because I come from New York. That's the only D1 football team in the state of New York is Syracuse. And we gotta go 5 hours upstate to play in cold ass Syracuse.
Hey, Rutgers was pretty good when I was coming up.
Hey, listen. So I went to school with Ray Rice.
Oh, did you?
Man, I tell you this. I did because I didn't know that Ray was like that. Because don't get me wrong, he's 2 years younger than me. So he's 2 years younger than me, and his cousin was the one. His cousin was ran like a 4.3, could shake you out of your shoes. See, nobody if most people will say if you're from the older class, Ant was his cousin Ant was disgusting.
Really?
He was like a Chris Johnson. Take you out the shoes and be gone.
Oh, hey, here go the Ohio State fan.
Yeah. Go ahead and cry. Go ahead and cry. Go and cry in the corner. Go ahead. You can cry.
All right, hold on real quick. So RJ has a question for you, Lee. His question was there someone that inspired you to be who you are now growing up, from going pro, being an actor, and coaching?
It was a few people along the way, but the most permanent person was my big mama, my grandma.
There we go.
Man, she raised me to be honestly just like her without telling me to be just like her. And I've always put myself in situations that she's right there. She passed away years ago, but that woman changed my life, man. I thought I wasn't gonna have a life because of what I was going through with my mom. But just like old school grandma, they're gonna step in, they're gonna take up the slack. And she did that. But she's the most influential person that was ever in my life. Then when I got to the University of Texas, the Coach Drake was like one of my biggest mentors. Rest in peace, Coach Drake. He took me on his wing, man. Always was there for me. Even after football, he was really one of the main reasons I came to the University of Texas. Because I had committed to the University of Miami because Coach Brown got there late. And so
don't pump his head up no more. Don't pump his head up.
Now, all I gotta say is this. Now, Miami from 2000 to 2006, those years right there.
Jimmy Johnson was the reason I loved Miami, man. That's why I said once they fired him, the Cowboys, never a Cowboy fan ever again.
Yeah, and listen, now those Jimmy Johnson teams in them 2000, listen, that all 22, they had 17 guys go from that 2000 team.
Mm-hmm.
17 guys went in the first round.
Yeah, that's
greatest college football team ever. Then after that, second to who? Second. Hey, listen, Lee, I love you. But I'll tell you this. Vince Young ain't doing nothing against that 2000 Miami.
Man, I'm gonna have to disagree with you, my guy.
You can disagree.
Thank you. I ain't gonna lie, bro.
Listen to me. You can say that till you blue in the face, but that University of Texas team had weapons too, but Vince Young is a different person, man. Listen, his freshman year, his true freshman year, he was the scout team quarterback, and he killed us every practice. And I knew he was gonna be good, man. I knew he was gonna be great because we couldn't do nothing with him in practice, nothing, and we had free reins to hit him.
Yeah.
And
wow!
Nobody was touching.
Yeah,
nobody.
So you played for Jeff Fisher.
Yes.
So where was the disconnect between him and Vince?
Vince will tell you, man. Vince was still young-minded, and Coach Fisher was really a great coach. He reminded me of Coach Brown, but
I ain't gonna lie. I have been trying to get Vince on the show. I've been sending them messages. Hopefully, Vince Young, listen, we're trying to get you on the show. I don't know if you're ever gonna see this, but we try to get him on the show.
I'm gonna have to send out that wire for you, my dude.
Oh, there we go.
That would be a great interview. Interview. But now I think the disconnect was Vince was young, and he came into that situation young, and I don't think he did what Coach Fisher wanted him to do. But at the same time, man, Vince was like family with McNair, so he was always around the facilities. When I was at Tennessee, I would see him all the time because we would come up there with McNair. But I think the time was wrong. Honestly, I don't think Coach Fisher just hated him or disliked him. I think that Vince wasn't doing the things that a professional quarterback needed to do. But shoot, Vince came in, won 8 straight or whatever. Like, what you expect? It'd be in my head too.
Listen, that like back then, because back then it was Lindell White.
Yep.
And, hey, listen, man, Lindell White was nice, man.
He was.
For power back.
And I don't think there was a time where they let quarterbacks be who they were. Like Vince came in a time where they wanted him to be that pike quarterback. Now let him work his magic, man.
What? Vince Young,
that's crazy. If that game, if Vince Young had the chance to play against an Ed Reed, a Ray Lewis, I think he would have been tested, but I think he would have been, because of the type of quarterback he was. Bro.
I don't think he would have had time, because you gotta remember Vince Wilford was on that team, Jonathan Vilma was on that team. But
do you not remember the O-line that Texas had though, bro?
I'm just saying.
They even had, listen, the running back they had will block your ass. He wasn't playing them boys weren't playing no games. As a matter of fact, then you were allowed to cut block. Well.
But with Vince, that's what you didn't want. You didn't want him to not have time. That's when he gonna hurt you.
But you gotta remember, we had Shamari Roll. We had
hey Lee, you hear me still talking about?
Hey, listen, Sean Taylor.
Samar was at Tennessee when I was there, man. Nothing against Samar, nothing against those dudes, man. But Vince was just different, dog. That's the only way I could put it. On top of it, he really didn't play that much, but they had Jamal Charles on that team. Ramon Taylor was the fastest person in the world, and people didn't really know who he was. But Vince being the quarterback, man, was just crazy. And we had don't get it mixed up, we had a great defense too. Yeah, Mike Huff, Griff, the D-line was cold. Like, don't get it twisted.
You know what it was? You
heard that?
It was the fact. It was the fact that USC offense. Because don't get me wrong, in the Pac-10, they don't play nobody out there.
No.
In the Pac-10.
No.
They don't play nobody in Pac-10. So USC was just it was 10 cakewalk. It was 8 cakewalks.
Yep.
And Reggie was cold.
He was. I ain't gonna put nothing past him either. But to me, that's all they really had. Once they took away the receiver that they had and they covered him down, Texas was able to kind of put a hold on Reggie. Yeah. And then Reggie made some bonehead plays too, man.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Now you know what? Now I gotta ask you, because I Texas did very well this past season. I'm gonna ask you, Do you think this upcoming season, you think Texas is going to take it? You think they're going to take it all the way this year?
I think so. Cause they one, we got better running backs this year, but two, just like and better receivers. But just like Vince, man, when Vince came in his freshman sophomore year, like they were still not letting him be him, and I think that was the issue with Manny. Yeah, like Archie is athletic, man, and he was making plays the year before because they was using his legs, and then his legs set up his arms, and then once Sarkisian caught on to that or did whatever he did this year and let him put that run game in there with him. He became a better quarterback. And that's why the ball started moving better for him. Granted, the receivers dropped balls and we didn't have a good running game, but let Arch be Arch.
Now, wait. Did they recruit? Did they recruit heavy in running backs this year? My bad.
The portal.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that kind of like point proven when we talked about this. We talked about how pretty much like not saying that high school is starting to become like overlooked. Like, listen. Let that be the last. It's starting to high school boys coming up is starting to be kind of like a last resort when it comes because you got guys that's in the transfer portal. Now, hey, listen, I'm transferring here, and then you got these young boys coming up, and it's kind of like now they're kind of like they really, really got to earn it. In which this generation now, I think personally, they need to kind of. You know what I'm saying? Because they've been on that high horse because now they got this blue chip shit, this five-star, 8-star, you an 8-star running back. They didn't have that shit when we was in high school. It's either you were good as fuck or you weren't.
Yep.
Well, you know what the thing now too is all these the high school kids are gonna have to go to the small schools now.
Hey, Scrap said they'll be all right till they run into Georgia. So wait.
Ain't nobody worried about Georgia no more. Ain't nobody worried about y'all no more. Ain't nobody worried about y'all no more. Listen, y'all in the same boat as Alabama. Alabama dead. Alabama is done.
You think they dead?
You know what it is, man? Is that coach? And don't get me wrong. Those are the hardest shoes that anyone will ever have to fill in college football ever.
Oh, Saban
have to come in after Saban. Because Alabama fans are spoiled.
You know what? Bama just need to go ahead. Call up Pete Carroll.
No. What's gonna happen? Lane gonna do 2 years at LSU. He gonna do 2 years, maybe even a year. The second that homeboy get fired from Alabama, Lane's gonna be that's the job Lane won.
I don't think he wanted. I don't think he wanted.
Listen, I don't think he wanted either.
It's different, man. Like when Saban was coming through, he can be the coach that he was because the kids weren't going nowhere. Wasn't no NIL. NIL came towards the end. Now, if he would have been the way he is with NIL, man, them kids would have been up out of there like quick. That's why I think that the guy now he's getting the repercussions of it because kids can leave. Like they ain't got to sit up and listen to you. Texas.
Texas ain't beat Georgia yet.
We beat them, but not the last 2 or 3 games. Good point. But again, we had no running game and no receivers, man. It wasn't like it was just like a lopsided thing.
But Kirby's younger than Saban. Like Saban's like 80 years old. Saban like I don't gotta deal with this shit no more.
Is Saban? Is Saban 80?
Damn. Like
he's
75.
Yeah, he's 70 something.
I know he was. I don't gotta deal with this shit no more. And the thing too was here's the thing: if you went to Texas, you knew as a freshman you wasn't playing. You already knew going in back in the day.
Yeah, back in the day, yeah.
You wasn't playing. You went to Alabama. You were doing your 2 years.
Yeah.
Unless somebody got hurt, you were doing your 2 years of you were doing a red shirt year, and then after that you start getting a little more playing time. But your first 2 years, man, you ain't touching the field.
Texas was different though. If you was that good, you was gonna touch that field.
Yeah.
We Derek Johnson and Cedric Benson were the two dudes and Roy Williams.
Oh yeah.
Roy Williams came in day one and was getting every snap.
Because you look at the kid Who's the kid from the kid Williams from the Texans? Who went to Alabama? He was the first overall pick.
Yeah, I know you're talking about.
Will Anderson.
Yeah.
Listen, from day one, he was starting at Alabama. You know, every now and again, you get a you know.
Hey, listen, them Georgia fans, they Georgia fans say, "Hey, we got something to prove."
Hey, we was at home just like y'all was at home.
Mollywop by Indiana.
So right, exactly.
We got something to prove.
Oh shoot.
So you know what that's been a thing. So I gotta ask you. So if you were the head coach at Indiana, and people said that this was your Cinderella year, then basically you're not gonna do this again. How like it? And I'm just saying, I want if you can, trying to imagine yourself as that head coach. What is your mindset going into this upcoming year?
I mean, that was not a Cinderella team
at all.
At all.
First, that was a team of grown men. First of all, wait,
time out. We're going to exclude the University of Miami fan out of this because it's a lot of feelings. It's a lot of feelings being brought in.
Listen, I like dude is in the stand. He got 4 kids in the stand. You know, he got 4 kids in the stand.
Oh man, that's the state of college football, though. They just Indiana. Yeah. They just got put on the big stages to let you see it, but that's at most colleges.
Well, I would say this. I'm sorry to cover your question, Fred, but he figured out the code. He cracked the code.
That part. That's what I was going to say.
He cracked the code. And
so
the code is 3-star athletes that can run my system. I don't need 5-star athletes. I don't need now one 5-star was on that team.
But let me say this though. It wasn't they wasn't 5 stars because of most of them coming out of the portal though.
Yeah.
The code that he cracked is he did have older kids that already put in some work and some time. But on top of that, he's a good coach, man. His system with what he had was working to a T. And I think now people gonna start doing what he doing. It's like everybody starts following the fad, man. But that was not a Cinderella team though, like by far.
I know, but people actually call it like a Cinderella team.
No, it's just because of the name. It's just because of Indiana the name.
Yeah,
because here's the thing. He says that so when they come out of high school, most of the kids out of high school were 2 stars. And they played 2 years of college football. In his eyes, they played 2 years of college football, so now they're a 4-star kid. So now they're a 4-star. All right, so I'm gonna take this kid. All right, break them down. Let's go. This is the system I run, and all of them are grown, so all of them are mature. You're not dealing with kids.
Another thing is, man, who's giving these stars, man? Like that's exactly. I have a problem with this. I don't care if you're a 1-star. If I turn on that film and you out there banging somebody or toting that rock, I don't care what star you are. I want you on my team because I see what I see on the film. The film is never gonna lie. But whoever making the stars, man, they get it wrong a lot.
Yeah, that's facts. I agree, and I think I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I don't like it. I don't like how they've tiered these boys. They put these boys in these selected categories and say, all right, well, it puts a unnecessary pressure on them that like, you know, they're like, all right, listen, I gotta do this. And then like, you know, not because and a lot of them, and even because I coach for junior high school, and a lot of this, all these boys talk about is I'm trying to be a 4-star, to be a 5-star. I'm like, they got 5 stars? Okay, all right. Well, listen, I'm like, listen, you have, first off, you gotta learn the basics. You in junior high school, you only been playing football. son, you only been playing football a year.
Right.
You know, then this your first year in pads. So so we gonna keep it a buck. We gotta learn the basics here. Okay, you got to wrap up, son. Wrap up.
So you know what? And this is a good question for both of y'all. So Lee, so how? Because you know, like because in the city, like you have to go up because I'm pretty sure you're probably battling for other high schools for kids. So like how tapped in are you to the youth tackle program? To like the middle schools to be like, all right, like who's good and like who can I get to come here?
So if you're smart, you'll let the little leagues play at your school. That way you have access to them, and you let whoever's over that little league, you let that guy have access to your team, to your field, your practices whenever he needs. And for the most part, I've seen that at schools, and that's where it starts. And then once you get to middle school, this where a lot of things are kind of hurting football. Middle schools, like the middle school I teach and coach at an elementary K through 8 school. So I coach middle school ball and high school ball. But our middle school team, we only got 2 coaches. Me and the head middle school coordinator. He coaches offense, I coach the defense. There's no way in the world that I can break down every position every day and those kids get what they need.
Right. Yeah, and that's true. Yeah.
Now that's the position I am. Now you might go to school in DFW where they have 9 or 10, middle school coaches.
We got because I'm over the running back, so it's different. We got it's like it's 6 coaches, and also we got enough boys so where we can split it up into an actual. We got a JV. We got a JV squad. And we got our varsity squad. That's how we have it. So so they get used to that JV varsity squad in middle school. They have the opportunity. And so you have for the JV squad, you have 4 coaches that can, or 5. It depends on what school that you're at. And then your varsity, you got about another 4 or 5 coaches as well. So you got, and then playing. And going up to high school, and plus it's giving the boys an opportunity to see what high school practices look like. Also getting them used to what because a lot of those boys are 8th graders, so they come in, they're gonna be going to they're gonna be freshmen that upcoming year. So we get them used to being a part of a system, being a part of how this practice is going to operate, where you're going, how you're playing, what you're playing. And so, they got individual coaches to where, like, one thing I wish that we could do in junior high school, which they have not really gotten like that with us yet, is film. Like, we don't have no time for that in middle school, which I think that's good for these boys to learn how to watch film, how to watch their position. Yep. Start them out early. So therefore, when you get to high school, they know how to watch their position. They know how to watch film and break it down for themselves. I think that helps a lot. But you'll
never have enough time in the day.
Man. Don't I know it? Good, listen, let me do that. My wife called me.
Yeah.
Listen, bro, we got 4 kids, and like, hey, you coming home? All right, I'm coming. I'm sorry. All right, I'm coming. I don't want no smoke. I ain't trying to get in no trouble. I don't want no smoke.
You know what? Like, at least for me too. Like, as a kid, like you would look at the high school team, and you would see the high school coach, and you like, man, I can't wait to play for coach such and such, because your cousin is telling you. Like your cousin is the one that's basically telling you, man, yo, wait till you get to the high school, wait till you get to the high, wait till you play varsity. Yep. Everything was wait till you get to varsity, like wait, like and we were groomed like that, like in middle school we saying, man, I can't wait to get to the high school, I can't wait to throw that jersey on and have the band playing. Like you grow up thinking about that kind of stuff, but now, I don't think these kids now have that same passion or that same mindset when it comes to it, to understand the tradition, or even the city pride, because back then you took pride in where you were from.
Yeah.
Again, I think I hear what you're saying, but I think it goes what I said, man. Like the coaches, you got to invite that little league team. You got to bring them around. You got to so they can see that, because most of them don't have access to that. Like Longview, where I'm from, like it's like that. Like you just explained, like they want to play. They want to be a Lobo. They want to play for Coach King, and that's what it is. But you go to a DFW area, shoot, there's schools all over the place. You never really know a head coach unless he coming out to you and making himself accessible to you or letting you come to his school.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I see what you're saying. But it's so many variables, man, that make it tough for that to happen.
Yeah.
But it should. But it's ways around. Like I said, let your little league team or whatever league is around your school. They need to be a part of your school. They need to be practicing at your school.
Mm-hmm. And also, and then when they're there, and they see that varsity team come out, and they looking like, damn, he big.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh man, I can't wait. I can't wait to be like, because you looking at, because as a kid you see that, you thinking like they NFL players.
Nah, for real.
For real.
You know,
for real, man. So, I want to ask you. Now I know we talked about it backstage before the show started. So you say you got about three plays in you, 3 good plays in you.
That's it.
Come on now, you got to at least be 5.
Nah, listen, I know my knees, man, and these knees don't work like they used to.
And listen,
wait, them ain't the same knees. Them ain't the same knees from.
Hey, listen. I could be
they make them Permian knees. No.
They
make them Odessa knees.
No, at all. Sure, that was bad then. They done got worse.
You know what? Sure. Like one thing, like special teams. Like people don't understand. Like if you want to stay in the league and get that pension, and you can play special teams, man, the long snapper.
I was just about to say long snapper is probably the longest running job in the league.
Like, sure. Man, how long you been here? Man, I've been playing for the Titans since they was in Houston.
20 years.
Wait, so Lee. So you mean if the Titans say, "Hey man, listen, we want you to come and just be a long snapper." That's it. Just come on back, be a long snapper.
That's different. I thought somebody come back and play defense. If I'm being a long snapper, I got 3 seasons.
Give me my pension.
Sure. You know what I'm saying? For real.
Give my pension.
Yeah, 3 seasons, maybe 4. Hey, listen, depends on how I'm feeling.
The Cowboy long snapper played 18 years. LP played 18 years in NFL.
Yeah.
You know, like the guy for the Giants, he played 20 years. And his last season, he was the one that messed up in Tampa Bay, where he messed up on the snap, where they was about to go for the game winning field goal in Tampa. He messed it up. And he said he goes to the backyard every day and be just.
Listen, I had a teammate at the University of Texas, Cullen Leffler. He played tight end. I think never played, never. And I only think he long snapped for us. But at our pro day, he long snapped for some of the coaches and got picked up by the Vikings. I want to say I know he played over 10 years.
Yo, wow. So best job in the game,
man. So I want to ask. So if going back to I don't know. Sorry,
I heard it.
The campers out here. So, but going back, I want to ask you. So if you could, is there anything you would do differently if you could go back and do it all over again? What is there anything that you would do differently, or if it is, what would it be?
Man, I get asked that question a lot, and honestly, I wouldn't change anything, because if I changed something, it would change where it projected me right now. Mm-hmm. But if I was a bet man that and guessed or thought about it, man, You know what? I don't even know if I would. I don't think I would change nothing. I really don't.
So my question for you, that when it comes to that oath now, is if you didn't get that casting call, would you have went and tried out for other teams?
Yeah, because even when I moved out to LA after like a year after the movie started, and after the movie came out, and when I got out there, the writers were on strike, so it wasn't no work. And then the following year, the Screen Actors Guild went on strike, so it wasn't no work. Great. So I was training. I was working at 24 Hour Fitness as a trainer anyway, so I started training for our pro day. Back in Texas, I just called up Coach Brown's like, listen, I want to try out for the pro day. So I went back to the pro day, did okay. You know, ran like a 4.5 and 40. Vert was like 34, 35, but I didn't get no calls. And then all of a sudden one day I'm in 24 Hour Fitness. I get a call from Peter Berg, the director from Friday Night Lights. And he's like, hey, I'm sitting beside Jerry Jones right now. I was like, what? He's like, yeah. He's like, are you in shape? And just so happened I just did the pro day. I was like, yeah. He's like, well, send us some pictures. So I sent him some pictures for my pro day. And he's like, oh, you do look like you're in shape. And he said, man, the Cowboys are gonna be out here in camp. I think that was in Ontario or whatever they would do camp in Oxford.
Yeah.
Oxford. And he said, I got you a tryout. I was like, cool. Man, 2 days before the trial, we have an earthquake.
Oh my God.
And the Cowboys shut down camp and leave. And I never got a tryout. And the other tryout I got was following year. I had stopped working out as much, and I got a call from my agent, man. It's like, Denver want you to come in and do a trial. So I flew out to Denver, man. Wasn't in the greatest shape, and they wanted me to play outside linebacker. And Coach Shanahan was still there, and he gave me a shot, man, as far as trying out. But I didn't do the best on my trial. And then after that, I just shut it down after that.
Mm-hmm.
Man. Hey, listen, that would have been cool as hell if you would have.
Boy, like clutch. So,
because I mean, hey, listen, like that's the home team, bro. Like that's the home team, bro. So
you know what? That's the crazy. And you know what? It seemed like every time thing like they about to get good, somehow it's happened. Yeah, y'all go, no, we. He's like, no, you're a coach.
Yeah,
you a coach. You ain't a player. You a coach.
That's why I say, man, I don't know if I would change anything, because where I'm at now is where I've always wanted to be. Like even when I was a kindergarten, knowing I wanted to be a elementary teacher, so everything projected me to where I am now. So if I was still acting or still playing in the league, I don't think I would be doing what I love to do.
Mm-hmm. And I know, I know, man. Listen, and shout out to all the, your former players that, said. Mm-hmm. So I think a couple of them followed us. I'm like, hey, listen, y'all old enough. Try to make sure y'all old enough to follow us on here. No, but man, but shout out to them, man. You can definitely tell the love, man. Like, man, people were. They were like, hey man, it's my man Lee, man, good dude. Like, man, and like you could tell, when a coach has made a positive, it's nothing but a positive in the community, especially with people that by the love that he's shown, and you could definitely say, because it's a lot of people that really, really appreciate you. And it's a young man that boy big as hell. He going to A&M.
Big Juice. Big J Johnson.
Hey, the boy, listen, that boy, how old is that young man?
He'll be a senior coming up, so he's a junior.
Oh,
and he's 6'7", ain't he?
Listen to me. When I talk about that heart, as a freshman, he came in and had heart, like it was nasty. Most of the time you get a freshman that's that side, they ain't grew into their body, they ain't grew into their mindset. But DJ, he been a dog since a dog was a dog, man. And that's what set him apart from everybody. He's 6'7", but it's a 6'7" dog.
6'7", boy.
Hey, you know what? Hey, you know what Deion says? Deion says he goes, I need my defensive lineman and my lineman They come from single mother households because they gotta be nasty to get out the hood.
Yeah.
Hey, look what Darshawn put. Look what Darshawn said. Listen, remember I said I call the freaky frog. So this man right here, Darshawn, that is the freaky frog apprentice.
No,
okay.
As you can see from that comment, okay.
I say yeah.
First of all, Darshawn's the one that coaches youth football, and he's the one that goes, Oh, you want your son to get some playing time?
Wow. Wow.
Don't do it like that.
He be out there for his Gumper.
Wow.
He like this, Fred. Your mama love your education.
Wow.
You talking about from
your mama wants you to play today, Johnny. He wants you to play.
Oh, sure.
Hey, but Lee, I got a question for you then. Because Fred, I know for a fact you remember it too. We all got that one coach that gave that one speech that we still remember every word of it to this day.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's either before practice or after practice when he sit us all down and we all sitting there and he's sitting there and for some reason that speech hit different. You know?
Ooh. You trying to say if I had one coach like that?
Yeah, if you had a coach that went that, so like I remember my freshman year on the wrestling team, we lost to a team. I think it was Westlake. We lost to a team 64-9, and we lost by the same move.
Hey, y'all boys got demolished, boy.
Demolished. And we all got caught by the same move. And they pinned us. Man, I think I was the only one. I think 3 guys won that whole day. Man, he said, he got up on the bus. He said, everybody in the wrestling room and pull on your fucking gym uniforms. Man, he went up and everybody threw their shit on. He goes, start running. Man, we started running. He goes, I don't care what your parents say. If your parents got something to say, tell them come in here and say it to my face. Man, he said, start running. We all started running. He pulls out the ropes. Grab a fucking. We all start running towards the ropes. Man, he takes the ropes and throws the ropes. Keep running. 100 up downs right now. Man, we in the wrestling room doing up downs, and he's sitting there barking at us. The other coach is just sitting there, just letting them go. Goes up, puts the ropes back in the basket, threw them again. Man, 100 push-ups right now. We turn around, start doing push-ups. He said, we will never get embarrassed like that again. Never in this fucking unit, man. After that, never happened again.
Dang.
Man, after that, I don't know what the fuck clicked. Man, our wrestling team, we won the section. We won the section 2 years in a row. My junior senior year, we won the section.
I ain't never had no coach do me like that.
Oh man. Man, we was in there chopping. If anybody's dogging, you ain't going home. Man, we was in there running, running push-ups, jumping jacks. He was just calling shit out. He was so mad. He goes. He was like, that team wasn't even that fucking good. Man, after that, we came to prep. Man, we was in the lunchroom, like scared to go to practice.
Dang.
Y'all boys tight.
Yo,
for real.
Man, listen, put the fear of God in him. Man, that next practice he came in and he goes and he was like, yeah, I overreacted, this and that. Man, we was like, nah, we was like, you can say that, but we ain't letting that shit happen again.
For real.
Again.
You gotta switch.
Yeah. You know?
Bro, that's great. I don't know. Now, Lee, do you have a speech that you always remember from one of your coaches?
Not necessarily a speech, man. My growing up, well, once I got into Summer League basketball. My coach, Summer League basketball coach, Ronnie Daniels. He's like a real spiritual guy, man. He said, and I'll never forget, like you can't do life without God. And you know, I grew up. My grandma, you know, grandma went to church every Sunday, every Wednesday, but all I knew was she loved God. Like I didn't know who God was growing up. I just knew she loved him and she talked to him all the time. But in order to play on his team, you had to go to church, and before practice, you had to tell him what the sermon was. And I remember going to my first practice, and I didn't go to church, and I lied and made up a lie about a sermon that I heard, and I got picked to be on his team. And when I got picked to be on his team,
so Preacher Man was a fit for you.
No,
you
like to a T, man. Like I think, well, the real Ivy Christian, he preached on Sundays at his dad's church. I didn't preach.
Really?
But as far as God, man, that was my driving force. And Coach Daniels got that ball rolling for me, man. It was a fluke me getting on his team, but he would pick you up at church and bring you to church. And that first time he took me to church, and I understood and I saw what my grandma was getting at church, because you know most Black families going through the thing, you need God. The way my family was, man, my grandma held us together, and I started to understand how she did and what was her driving force to go through the stuff she went through and do what she did. But I'll never forget him, man. It's like you can't do this, you can't do sports, you can't do life without God. And that is always wrong in my head, and I've always held that dear to my heart, man.
You know what? Hey, Darshawn needs some God in his life.
Hey, listen, you just found them. Relax. You just found them, all right? Listen, ain't that funny? Ain't that some Christians do this when they just find them that, and they automatically want to, you need them. You need to find them. I found them. I got them.
So
nah, man, listen, I agree with that, man. I agree. You can't do nothing without God, man. God makes everything possible.
Yep.
Because I mean, this for us to wake up in the morning, be able to wake up even in the middle of the night. You wake up, man. That's a blessing, because there's some people that they ain't get a chance to do that.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So every day is a blessing that that we're able to walk and breathe and able to use every single one of our limbs with, even though they may hurt, but they still work.
Yep.
So that's the blessing in it, man. So I want to, and again, we got 30 more minutes before we end the show, but we're really big on men's mental health, and I want to kind of lean in on that and ask you, how you doing mentally, physically, emotionally, because I know being a teacher, being a coach, that I know firsthand that and you've been doing it a little bit longer than me, so you know what I'm saying. So it's rough. It definitely gets rough. It definitely is. It's not for the weak. I'll put it to you that way. Nope. Definitely not for the weak. So I want to ask you how are you doing mentally, physically, emotionally?
Well, I'm doing good, and I'm gonna say this, man. Like before I started coaching, I was probably in some of the darkest times of my life. Just from the time growing up to right before coaching, it's because the hell I went through. I didn't understand why I was going through it. But my first day of school, coaching in my first job, and I come across two kids that were going through the same thing that I went through growing up, and I was able to talk to those kids without blinking an eye, because I drew from everything that I had. And that first day of school, man, that's when I found out and I realized I'm walking in my purpose in life. And ever since that day, man, like I've been at peace, because I knew I'm in my purpose, and my purpose was to help every kid that I could that's been through what I went through, the hell that I went through, to show them like, yeah, I'm going through hell at home, but God still is gonna bless me because this hell is not to break me. It's to help me grow and evolve and become the man that God wants me to become, man. And I don't think people understand. Like we talk about, being a Christian and being saved. I think we focus on that too much. It ain't about that. It's about helping people. It's about loving on people, man. And today and age, the kids is the people who need it the most, because it's a lot of kids that are going through a lot of stuff, man, that don't have teachers and coaches that really care. And I've been at peace because I understood and I understand the hell that I've been through. I know now, like it don't matter what that day brings me or what kind of sad whatever. It don't matter. It don't bother me no more because I know at the end of the day, God is gonna make everything okay. God has a purpose for me. So my peace is at a understandable all-time high, man.
Lise, I'm sorry to cut you off, but something came to mind. Now, growing up, we all had that one or two kids that were the best kids on the team. But you look at them now, and they right back there in the projects. Like you being a coach now, like how do you adjust knowing that, like, man, like this kid was so good, and I couldn't get through to him to see his potential, and to see that there's more than life than going down that route. Just if he could just stay on this path, it'll open up so many more doors for him. For
me now, this on my 8th year, I'm not gonna be able to get all of them to understand that.
Yeah.
But for me, I tell my kids, man, I'm a lifer. I'm gonna be in your life and your life forever. I don't care what you do, whether you go play football, whether you graduate, whether you don't graduate. You call me at 5, 6 o'clock in the morning, 20 years later, I'm gonna pick up that phone, I'm gonna be there for you. And for those kids, those kids that are those two that are like great athletes that just don't get it, they might not make it, man. But I have it all the time. They still call me, Coach Jack, man, you was right. And I'm in this situation now and I don't know what to do. And I was like, listen, it's not over. You just at a starting point now that you need to get it and get up out of your situation. Still get up out of your situation. You ain't got to play in the NFL or college, but you got to get up out of what you're doing and stop doing what you're doing, man, because it's going to keep you and keep hindering you. So to answer your question, you can't get them all to see at that point in time, but it takes a special person to be a teacher and a coach, man, that's going to really be there for them kids all of their life. Not just until the 4 years they're with you at the high school. Like are you gonna be there for those kids, 10 years after high school when they call you and need something? And for me, that's why I make myself available, man. I got kids that called me that I coached 8 years ago. I got kids, friends that done heard about me from people I coached that called me, and I treat them with the same love and respect, man, and I try to help them because of the hell I went through.
Yeah. Do you? So have you ever played the movie Friday Night Lights for your boys at any other time in your years of coaching? Have you ever played that movie for them or your students? Period.
Well, I was an art media teacher at Legacy, so every first day of school, that's the movie I would play first, and I always give tests. Like after the movie, we finish the movie, I give a test, and every year, nobody realizes that it was me in the movie, and that's my bonus question at the end of every test. Like in the movie, what teacher was the famous defensive end? And they all nobody get it right. Nobody.
That's so crazy.
Nobody.
That's so crazy, bro.
Nobody.
Like
did
they really not pay attention? Like it's just like look at you, and then like.
Not until I tell them. They was like, well, who is it? I was like, it's me. And they be like, that is you. I'm like, yeah, y'all didn't even know. And then this the question I always follow. This question I always follow. What you doing here teaching? Why you not?
Kids have no filter, bro.
None.
Why you
None. Yeah, why you not being the house?
Don't
like,
you got money? Like,
I was like, I'm doing what
you an actor.
Yep. I was like, nope. So man, I'm doing what and I tell us like I'm doing what I love to do. Acting was something God blessed me to do. I'm doing what I love to do now. I'm here teaching because I want to and because I love what I do.
Man, kids really say the damnedest things, man. I never listen. Let me tell you something. Kids have no respect for, and they have no respect for our generation. I'm gonna tell you why. Because I walked into school, and I told Eno and the guys this story on the show. It was a while back, but I walked in. I had a pair of Allen Iversons, the Answers. I had a pair of those on. And they pointed at my shoes, say, "What are those?" I was like, I said, "Don't you ever disrespect Allen Iverson? Who is that? Who is that?" Oh, and need I remind you, the next day, I had to tell them who it was, but the next day I had a pair of icy white K-Swiss on, bro. They said, "Why, coach? Why you got them bowling shoes on? These ain't bowling." Listen, I ain't never wanted to box a kid so bad. Don't disrespect icy white K-Swiss.
Listen, all I gotta say is this: up north, you can't rock no K-Swiss to school. You can snap.
Man, hey, bro. Listen, still to this day, I will rock a pair of icy white K-Swiss. You can't beat them. Just like an icy white pair of Air Force Ones, which they call those dad shoes now. So this generation call those dad shoes, and the dad shoes for us were all New Balance. Like if you wear New Balance, that's dad shoes, bro. It's crazy how this generation is now. Man. It's
different.
It's different, man. It's definitely different. But man, listen, I'm like this has been awesome. I don't know how you looking on your time. You able to go some more, or you?
Yeah, we're good.
Okay, just making sure. So do you ever? What I want to ask you is this: do you ever want to take your coaching to the next level, coach for a college? Because I know if you get the opportunity to coach at the University of Texas, I know you hopping on that opportunity.
Yeah, man, I've applied every time that jobs come open, and I'm gonna keep applying.
Yeah,
because I know what I bring to the table as far as coaching, but as far as like getting to the kids and getting the best out of the kids, man, I know what I have, and I know what it can bring to the table, especially at the secondary position. Because
my question to you is now, would you go to a sorry 5-win team like Texas Southern? I'm just saying.
Hey, don't you ever? Hey, let me tell you something. Don't you disrespect my HBCU no more, motherfucker. Yeah.
I would definitely have to weigh my options and see what the options presented. If that
damn, Lee.
It would have to make sense. Hey, I got family too, man. If I'm gonna make that move, I got to be able to take care of my family. You know what I'm saying?
They gonna pay you good, bro. They gonna pay you
good.
We
can do it. As long as I can take care of my family, I'm good.
Yeah,
man.
See, don't see. Don't be downplaying my school like we ain't got shit. Don't you listen? I don't like you. Don't be downplaying no HBCUs on here, bro.
And you know what? Like, listen, like you like, you know how I feel when it comes to that, because what Jackson State did to Dion was wrong.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
What Bethune Cookman did to
Bethune.
whatever. what they did to Ed Reed was wrong.
Yep.
Yeah, it was.
So it's like,
and I mean, and that's honestly that on I can't speak for those institutions because they're not greater than mine. But anyways, I cannot speak on those institutions, because for one, they don't come close to my HBCU, the greatest HBCU there is.
Now listen, now honestly, like, now if you was FAMU, I can understand it.
Yo, watch out.
If you was FAMU, I can understand it. FAMU been putting belt to ass putting belt to ass to a few of these HBCUs for the last like 2 years.
But I will say, I'm proud of FAMU because their football program has actually been the best in the past 3 years. So I give love where love is due. FAMU,
Well, you know what they do, right?
They're turning it around out there. They're turning it around.
They right next to Florida State. So all they gotta do is like, all right, like you ain't getting no playing time in Florida State.
Come on across the street.
Yeah.
Come on across the street.
But if okay, so I have to say from a coaching standpoint, I want to ask you, Lee, as for like I know from a D1. Even though Texas Southern is a D1 institution, but for what, how do you think D1 schools, HBCUs, D1 HBCUs can get back to their former glory because at one point in time when we were not allowed to go to PWIs, which that's PWIs.
Yeah.
We weren't allowed to go to those schools and play sports or elevate our education. But so we had no choice but to go to HBCUs. Now it's kind of like HBCUs are now that last resort. If you were to go and coach at an HBCU, how would you manage on turning that around if you could?
I think it's easier now because you have so many good kids like coming out of high school that's not getting picked like we was talking about. They're not getting picked to go to these Power 5 schools because of the portal. So you have a little bit more leeway or a little bit more access to some good kids that may not get picked. So I think it's easier now because of the kids that are getting overlooked. And HBCU, man, they got a lot of stuff to offer. I just need to get you on campus and show you the campus, show you the culture of the school of the campus. And I think that's what. Dion is Dion, but he still brought big names to that school, man. He still had to work against that because it is a HBCU, and when you say that, people don't look at that as like, oh, that's a good thing to do, or I can benefit from going there.
Well, but the one thing too there was like, like he was able to bring a lot of money to that program as far as upgrading the facilities, and that's a big thing too. Like,
but it's still HBCU in Jackson. So I don't care what facility you upgrading. I have to be a great coach and a great with kids to get them to come to Jackson. I don't care what is there.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But
based off just on history
Eddie George
alone,
coached that. I'm sorry, I was saying
he still lives.
No, he's at Bowling Green now.
Oh, he left?
Yeah, he got a big
Wait,
job.
Who left?
Eddie George. He had
I
Bowling
did not
Green.
know
Oh
that.
yeah. Eddie George. Yeah, he at Bowling Green now.
Yeah, Bowling Green.
Wow, did not know that.
Mm-hmm. So he gonna go from Bowling Green and get one of these. Hey, listen, Dion.
Well deserved.
He took Colorado from the red into the black.
Mm-hmm.
Because you gotta remember when they signed Dion, they said we don't have the money, but we will find a way to get the money.
Yep.
In the first 2 years, Dion every game has been sold out at Colorado. Every game. And it's not just that, but think about the merch they selling because Dion go there.
That part.
The merchandise, the recruiting. They said that more kids go to Colorado now. Like their enrollment is through the roof.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
That's crazy. Yeah. That's crazy.
Like one of my boys, his daughter goes to Colorado, and she says, "Man, it's a party."
Yeah.
Wow.
Wait now, Lee, I gotta ask you. Do you see yourself coaching in the NFL? Or is it like, or because I know you said that it was not what you expected. Like it's really, really a business. And so were there any positive parts of the NFL to where you like, I can go coach here. I can coach in the NFL.
Again, I probably could coach in the NFL, but with what I want to do and who I am, there's no reason for me to go to the NFL. Them grown men that done, went through life and been through life. They got family. Yeah. I mean, I probably could help someone, but could not. But my thing is,
you're into building the building part. Let me instill what I've learned and my knowledge into this young man to build him up so he can get to that point. Right.
That's homeboy from Clemson, Dabo Sweeney. Dabo said, "I don't want no transfers." He said, "I want my kids, the kids that." Because he goes, "I'm not coaching football players. I'm coaching men, and I'm coaching men how to be taught in life." And don't get me wrong, it might cost him his job because now he set the bar high at Clemson, so he can't lose 3-4 games no more at Clemson.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
But he's like, "I don't want to do nothing with the portal. I want my high school kids." And my high school kids are going to stay here, and they're going to learn how to be men.
Now, I mean, with everything, with all the issues that we're having in, with these young players losing their lives, these young players going to jail, like that whole thing with the young man from Atlanta that's going to face jail time for what he did with the young lady, the basketball player, the young lady. And I forgot his name, but I don't want to call his name out anyway, because I mean we all know. But I think these are still young boys, and these boys are coming in. You know what I'm saying? That's just,
the red flags were there already because he was getting in trouble in college. So like he was getting in trouble in college.
Again, who's grabbing on to these kids? If you get in trouble one time, we sitting down, we having a talk. I'm trying to see what's going on.
Yeah.
If you get in trouble 2 and 3 times, man, your coaches don't care.
They don't care. Like you're just a bot.
Exactly.
Or now you become a liability.
Yep.
Well, they don't care about liabilities. Do you win games? In college, it's not. In college, it's not about like. And especially like Georgia's notorious for getting these kids. Georgia kids are always getting in trouble.
Don't let Justin hear you say that.
No, but he'll say it too. They always in trouble. Georgia, LSU. But look at the kid from Purdue who killed himself. Offed himself. Last month, the receiver. And.
You never know what somebody's going through, man.
Right.
Like Jet Jackson. Like when I was in LA, we ended up going to the same acting classes, had the same acting teacher.
Yeah.
And I remember the first day I ran into him, man, he seemed like he was happy. We chopped it up, and 3 weeks later he dead. Suicide.
Right. Yeah.
So again, you never know.
Crazy.
That was so crazy because he never showed any signs of depression or anything or whatever he had going. Right. Never. And so that's why I say NFL no, but college, yeah, man, I would love to. And of course, University of Texas, that's my dream job. That's why I would love to coach a secondary at. And I honestly think one day it's gonna happen because That's just my belief, and I know what I bring to the table, man.
I believe it. I got faith in it.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
I got faith. I got belief in that
for sure.
And like here's the thing, like you never know, man. You go up there, you get a few winning seasons, get a state championship. All of a sudden, it's like, oh, hey, go talk to that guy. See if we can get him to come over here. Like that's the thing.
Yeah.
But
I want to see you coach at the University.
I was gonna say for the NFL is an old boys league.
It is.
It's a friends league because a lot of these coaches shouldn't be coaching. There is no reason Eberflus should have a job. I don't care nobody say. But he was Shotty's man's. That was Shotty's man. So Shotty got him a job. The cat from Green Bay, his brother got a head coaching job just because he was his brother. Everybody from Homeboy's coaching staff in the Rams, if you associated with him, all of a sudden you getting the job somewhere.
That's about who you know.
But yep,
So,
I was about to say that it's about the power of who you know.
Yeah, it's like listen, like they're always gonna look out for each other, always. Like some coaches say, like listen, as long as I got a job, you got a job.
Yep.
You know, as long as I will find a place for you.
And but you also have that in some colleges and also some high schools as well.
Mm-hmm.
You like it's everywhere. It is in some, and not saying it's all schools, but there definitely are some that are that way. And it's just, I mean, I don't know, man. It's something that I think will never end. It's never going to end.
No.
Is it going to get better? Possibly. It just depends. It depends on the people and people that's willing to change that.
Michael Vick had to go and fire his best friends. He tried to go and hire his boys. Well, I don't know. I think Lee might have to hop off in a second.
Very
you know,
good.
like yeah.
Now, hey, look. I was looking up too. My wife came right here. I was looking at her. I was making. Huh?
Hey, what's up, wifey? What's up, sis?
Hey man, you know she ain't talking to you, bro, because you keep saying we got a kid number 5, bro.
Hey, listen. 5 times. 5.
No. Listen, Lee, let me tell you something, bro. All right, so the fellas keep messing with me, man, because all right, so I hurt my knee at work, right? So I tore my knee in 5 places. I fell down the stairs listen. I fell down the stairs at work. I tore my knee in 5 places. So I haven't been able to work, due to that. I'm getting better. So what ended up happening, okay, it was 2 months after my surgery, my wife got pregnant. Okay. Okay.
Hey, listen.
I'm sorry. No, my bad. It was 3 months after. No, 4 months after my surgery.
Hey, listen, we call him the one-legged assassin.
So they call me OLA.
OLA, the one-legged assassin.
Wow.
So and then they keep messing with me because they're like, well, you gonna have number 5. No, I'm not, because on May 8th, I'm getting we done, bro. We ain't having no more. We ain't having no more kids.
Hey, listen, hey,
and
Fred,
they keep blaming me. They keep blaming me, but I was like, listen, I was vulnerable. I couldn't do nothing. Fred, you about to get punched in the mouth because she seemed like she right. Oh, lie again. She not. Lie again. Okay. She in there with the kids. We good. Listen, I told her it wasn't my fault. I told her to get up.
Fred, she didn't get first of all, you do all that bench press. You do all that.
Like I said, it was a vulnerable moment. I was just laying there, enjoying myself.
I'm not saying you wasn't, but the second that she said, and you like, oh, you got to do the incredible whole.
Listen again.
You got to shake it off.
It was a vulnerable moment. It was a vulnerable moment for your boy. And also, I was like, oh, my knee hurt. My strength was gone. My strength was gone, Lee.
Understand.
I done had no more strength, bro. Okay, I couldn't do it. Also, man, shout out to Darshawn. His birthday is on Easter. Shout out to Darshawn.
You know what? Man. For a sinner like him to have a birthday on Easter.
Look, see.
He gonna go to church tomorrow and get hit with that holy water. That's gonna steam up.
See, okay.
He's gonna steam on his foot. He's gonna put that oil. That's gonna go to steam. The pizza pastor gonna be like, "What's going on over here?" He gonna take. They gonna go. Mr. Bell, just come over, take a walk with me. He gonna try to drown in that water. He got the shit baptized.
Listen, man. Listen, this has been an awesome show. This has been an awesome time, Lee. Man, I want to thank you. I want to thank you for giving us the opportunity, giving us your time.
Yes.
And you coming on with us, man. And listen, if you're more than welcome to come back anytime you want to come back. you just want to be on the show. Cause like, listen, we had Joe Smith on the show with us, right? So Joe want to come back on the show. So if you want to come back and sit and chop it up with Joe Smith, most definitely
let me know. Let me know.
Listen, anytime you can come back. As a matter of fact, if you have it, we want to add you into the Discord as well. And like, you know, saying you can be able to chop it up with some, you know, with some guys that are also fans of Friday Night Lights. So if you want to hop in and chop it up with the fellas, you can. We want to add you into the Discord community, man. So anytime you want to come back and, like, you know, and also if you can
think me and lost Lee.
Oh, did we lose him?
Yeah, maybe.
Did we lose?
Oh man,
Lee.
Well, for the meantime, Fred. Yeah. How's your mental, Fred? Up.
Lee, is he back? I don't know, Lee.
Can you hear us? Because we can't see you. Oh man, that's
man.
That's a disappointment, man.
Nah, man.
Yeah. Well, he might
come back in.
Yeah. So, Fred, how's your mentals, Fred? Man, we'll start with you this week, man.
Man, I'm all right, man. We out here in Oklahoma. My father-in-law's birthday is tomorrow. So we're out here in Oklahoma at the cabins. Oh, there he is. Add him back to the stage. There he is.
Yeah, my bad.
No, you good, man.
Now you know what? You might have got a phone call, and what's that phone call? Yeah,
was that was Vince Young? That was Vince Young's. Hey man, I watched the show. Hey man, listen. I'll go.
That was the first thing I said, man. I would try to get in touch with him for real though.
All right, now I appreciate that, man.
I appreciate that for real.
Already,
for real,
yeah, man.
For real. But seriously though, we're gonna add you into the Discord if you want to chop it up.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
For sure, man. And again, like we know you're not a cigar guy. Even though a lot of the guys, you know, they're just like us, they smoke cigars, but you don't. I'm telling you, you don't have to be.
Yeah.
You don't have to be. So, you know, I don't want you to feel like you have to be. You know what I'm saying? We grown. We ain't no peer pressure over here. You know what I'm saying? So you good. But definitely, man, you're definitely more than welcome to come back. You just hit me up, bro. Message me like, hey, Fred. Listen, I want you got time. I want to come chop it up with y'all boys. Talk some shit. Cause like on the regular show, we don't, you know what I'm saying? On the regular show, bro, I'm telling you, it's when it's all of us on here, I'm telling you, it's a fucking time. I
believe you.
Yeah.
It's a time, bro. Especially with this Negro over here.
Listen,
you know
what? I would say this, man. Like I call it like I see it. That's all I can say.
You keep it real.
You know, like
he's a Knicks fan.
So listen. First of all, are y'all making the playoffs this year?
Hey, it don't matter, bro. It don't matter. Y'all need to stop fondling each other in on live television. That's what y'all need to stop doing.
Listen, no. What we need to do is, because I'm telling you right now, if the Knicks, like, win or lose, it's gonna be a riot in the city. Win or lose, I have never seen the city like this. Like it's to the point now to where it's like MSG might get destroyed if the Knicks lose. If we lose at home, MSG is gonna get destroyed.
Right.
Like they're gonna be ripping chairs up and throwing them on the court. It's gonna be bad. Like NYPD, they ain't gonna have enough offer. Like a bus might get flipped. It's gonna be, if we lose, it's gonna be bad.
We deal with this. Look. Read this comment right here. You see this, Darshawn? That's the one we talking about. The Freaky Frog Apprentice. He likes playing in the snow. You catch my drift.
Yes,
he like playing. That's why I said if we get a chance to get Dr. Umar on the show, I'm just gonna have him on here with us so he can talk to Dr. Umar about his issues with snow, because he likes snow a little too goddamn much.
Oh,
but yeah, no, man, listen, bro, we gotta end the show. Listen, man, this has been an awesome show. Oh, also, how I'm doing mentally, physically, emotionally, I'm good. We're out here in Oklahoma. ready to have a good time with with my family, and with my father-in-law for his birthday. He just, as a matter of fact, he just went to the liquor store. He's gonna get something from the liquor store. So I'm having to sit back.
Tell him
and
to get that P.
Man, you know what? He probably gonna get something. Knowing him, but he like Crown. He old school.
Oh, no, like that
Crown.
That Penelope.
He Crown, brother. The Crown. Hey, what he said? Crown never let you down. That he said. But man, before we end it off, how you doing mentally, physically, emotionally, bro? How you doing?
Fred, I'm tired, man. Like I've been working like a dog. You know,
I know it's listen. He trying
Mr. Bell's in the building.
And Mr. Bell, hey, this Darshawn dad right here.
Yeah. Hey, listen, man,
tired because he getting rid of all the toxicness that he been dealing with.
Yeah, listen, man, I've been working 24 hours for the last 24 hours of overtime for the last 3 weeks, man. So like tomorrow, I got work tomorrow from 6:30 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. Doing the same thing on Monday, from 6 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. and then Thursday, I'm probably gonna be there from 8 a.m. to 12 a.m. So I'm probably gonna be doing So it's gonna be a long week. But you know what? At the end of the day, man, like when you're at work, you everything else that bothers you, you can kind of put it to the side, because you're working. So everything else that stresses you out in life, you can kind of escape it for a little bit. So
yeah,
it's a gift and a curse for right now.
Yeah.
Well,
hey man, listen, you wake up, you still have that ability to be able to go to work. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So you make it through. You know what I mean?
Hey, I tell you this, man. And mom is mom. She called me like 4 times during the show for nothing. Because my mom had 2 strokes, Lee, so she lived with me, so I take care of her. So it's like, yeah. So can you give me this? I'm like, we got it here. We already have it. You don't need it. Relax. Nope, not happening.
Hey, Lee, she be lighting up his cigars and shit.
Oh my!
Hey, I brought it up. Look, he hurt. Listen, wait. Before we end the show, you gotta tell the story. You gotta tell Lee the story, bro.
So Lee, I had this one cigar. It's a rare cigar. It's a rare cigar. No. One of the other guys, Steven, he said, shout out to Steven. He sent it to me. She goes up, and I go, hold up. It was 3 cigars in that pack. It's only 2. I go in the room and it's lit. And she goes, I couldn't get it to pull because she ain't cut the cap on it.
No way.
Yep, bro. He called me.
Listen, if it's there,
I never forget.
If I don't take it, my dad would yell at me if I don't take it. If I tell my dad, like my dad be like, yo, he be like, you lazy. I'm like, what do you mean? I'm like, yo, I did 8 hours overtime this week. Did they have more? Yeah. Why didn't you take it? Why didn't you take it? Like I told him, like for the first time, I'm like, yeah, I did 32 hours of overtime this week. He goes, good. You're getting like me now.
Said, wow.
32 hours
for real.
Yeah. Hey, Lee. After his mom did that with his cigars, he called me the next day. Said, "Fred, I almost killed my mom last night." So,
almost killed her.
Almost killed her. What happened?
Almost killed her.
What happened?
Almost killed her, man.
What happened? Bro, it was hilarious, bro. That shit was hilarious, bro. But listen, hey, I'm gonna send you the link to the Discord. I'm gonna message you, through Instagram and all that stuff. Hey, listen, y'all make sure if you have not followed Lee Jackson on Instagram, follow him. Listen, he posts, he makes some motivational posts, some biblical posts that I think that everybody should be able to see. He's a great person, man, a great person, and just being able to sit on here and talk to you for a little bit, and you know what I'm saying, and hear your story, hear everything about, you know, your struggles and how you got to where you are now. It's an honor being on here with you, man, and I appreciate your time, and I appreciate you being on here with us, man.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you guys for having me, man. Love what y'all doing. We need more of it, more positive brothers out there talking and keeping it real. But
for sure.
Much respect for y'all, man.
Hey, man, appreciate it, man. We appreciate that, bro.
Yes, sir.
Hey, now listen, y'all, check it out. So more information about the giveaway. We are doing our first giveaway. It will be coming soon. PCA, we will, you know, need to get on this shit because we got PCA coming.
Yeah,
we got PCA coming.
Man. Like the way it's looking now, man. They
ain't going. Ain't going. He ain't gonna be going to PCA. Yeah. It's all good, but listen, we gonna be
like. I was supposed to be going to South Carolina to see my son this month.
Mm-hmm.
We got 3 guys out, so we got 2 guys out with injury, and one guy went back to Africa for 5 weeks.
Oh shit!
And he go back to Africa every year. You ain't stopping from going to Ghana. He said he go. I got 2 more years. He go. My house is almost done. He go. Once my house is done, I'm gone.
Well, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. But listen, y'all. Next week, we'll see y'all next week. It's another free smoke session. Or we might review some. We'll talk to the fellas and see what they want to do. But yeah, man, we're gonna see y'all next week, same place, same time, and tell them what, you know.
Tell a friend and keep it PG. Tell a friend to tell a friend. You guys know the vibes already. Cigar Avengers.
Yes, sir. You already know the vibe.
And Fred, and hit him with the slogan, Fred.
Yes, sir. Y'all remember, stay lit, stay laughing. Avengers out. We out, y'all. Peace.